Hi guys, this is the vacation application. I know you guys already understand what's happening. Just in case having a little bit, confusion, I'll go over it even for myself. So this is the event application received, and when once an application received, there's two it's like an and here. So both of them has to be checked. I mean, this both function has to happen, two functions happen. So yeah, simultaneous functions happening, and I'm showing it with an and function. So how about this? Let me go through the symbols first a little bit to get a little bit of familiarity. This is and, this is a XOR. XOR means like either this or that, or both. And this is not an X. This is XOR means either this or that. So one of them. And this one is that yeah, one of them. If one of them doesn't work, then yeah, both. So this is a OR. This is a OR, but this is XOR. Yeah. Yeah. So, and this one is an AND again. Like, both of this has to go simultaneously. And XOR. And here usually we use this symbol XOR to so far we have been using to do it whenever we want to say that there's two possibility of an after an event, after a function. So this function is having two different possibilities. This function is having two different possibilities, two different outcomes. Similarly, this function is creating two different outcomes. This function is creating two different outcomes, and this is where we show it the XOR. Yeah. So let's go over it from the top. So we're getting the application, and then once we get an application, both the secretary and assistant has to do some function. The assistant does it checks for in the department if another employee has also booked for vacation or not. So he's going to check for that, the assistant, and then there's a two possible outcome that successfully verified sufficient employees. So if in the department there is nobody else have applied for that for a vacation, this is gonna be the case. And if there is already somebody who has already booked for vacation, because I think the scenario is that in that department only one person can go on a leave at one time. So if this is not the case, then this is gonna be a different scenario. Let's go from this side. For that person who's applying, how many vacation he has available. Like we know that a single person can have a limited number of days. So if he already have so there is only two outcomes. If he already finished up his vacation, obviously he's gonna go to the other one. Sorry, if he has finished his, if he doesn't have any vacation days left, he's gonna come to here. So this case here, if either one of it, for example, maybe there is enough. If either this or that fails, the application is going to be rejected by HR secretary from the top itself. But if they pass through here, when both of this are working, so this is the AND here. This is clear. This is important that it's not about that this is working or that. When both of these are working, that there is no other employee who applied, and also the guy who's applying has some vacation days left. If both of these are working, then what happens is that now this goes to the next guy, which is the director of production. He's going to look that for that department, is there a lot of work? He's going to check the workload for that department. If he finds that the workload is not that much, then he's gonna go to the next step, and he will give it to the HR assistant. HR assistant is going to look if the direction of production says that yes, there is less work, he can go on. The assistant will look that if there is a replacement employee. So when he's going on a leave, if there is another person who can take over that work. If that is the case, then if it's found it, then application will be approved. If it's not, then it's not approved. And similarly, if the workload is a lot, then yeah, the director of production will have to say no, and it will go to the HR secretary. Will have to reject the application. And this is the one thing that has changed a little bit from today, from the last time, is that Philip wants to have an event after the function. So in my last version, I only had a function at the end, but now the function but every function has to end with an event. So after rejecting application, what is the event? It looks obvious, but still you have to write vacation application rejected. Same here. When application is approved, the application vacation is approved or otherwise. So every function has to follow an event. So function, event, function, event. So we end with an event. This is how it is. We can't end with a function. That's what it's trying to say. So that was a little review, and yep, if anything else comes out, I'll make another video. Thank you very much for listening.